Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition of The Art Side with me, Mrs. J. Today we're going to learn how to draw some fun little stockings, and as an extra activity I'm even going to show you how to make one that serves like a little pocket that you can put some fun things inside. So gather up your supplies. You can draw with whatever you like. If you have scissors and glue, you might want to make one of our little dimensional stockings. It's kind of like this, so it opens up like a pocket. So there's some different options for you. You can make some decorations or something fun. So get ready to make some awesome stockings. So I'm all set up with all of my tools and supplies, and I have a fun one here for you today. You can make it out of whatever materials that you have. I'm going to start in pencil, and I'm going to show you what we can do. So we're going to be using some shapes and some letters to create this fun drawing. And look, I grabbed my marker, so you probably want to use a pencil because I can't erase my marker. So we're going to start off about one hand down from the top of the paper. I have this paper tall, and I'm going to make a bumpy line across, and then I'm going to make one bump on the side, and bump across that way. Now, from here to about here, I'm going to make kind of a letter J, okay? Now I'm going to go in to make a swoop on there and come down. Can anybody see what I'm making? A fun little stocking, and you can put a little loop on the end. Now, you can make all different types of stockings. I'm going to show you one, and then I'll show you a few other fun ideas. And I will tell you some other things that you can do with these once you make them. It just depends what other supplies you have available. So I am a big fan of polka dots, so I'm going to put some polka dots on this stocking. And then you can even put some little things inside of your stocking if you would like. Maybe some candy or little gifts, maybe a little stuffed animal peeking out. Okay, you could even make it look like it's hanging on a little nail and create, for the full effect, maybe you want it to look like it's hanging up. You could even put your name or somebody else's name on there. What a fun thing to make just as a fun drawing that you could give to somebody. I know my family members, when I was little, would love it when I would make them drawings. And I know that my mom still has a bunch of mine, so you could always save this. What a great gift from the heart that you could make for somebody. So that is one, and I'm going to show you some other variations, and then finally we'll talk about some fun things that you can do with this even one step further. So here we go. Now, the next one, I'm going to start with my J. But down here, I'm going to roll that J up into a spiral. Come across. And this one looks like an elf sock. You can do that with that little swirl and maybe even put a little bell on the end. It's kind of skinny, so it's not going to get the same stuff fit inside. But it's kind of a fun one. Something a little bit different. Could give it some stripes. You could also make one with a letter L and then make another L and scoop around. Looks like a big boot, right? You can make a combination of all different things. You can give your designs that you want. I always like it to look like a real sock, not a stinky one, just a regular sock. So you can make whatever stuff you want on yours. Maybe you want to make yours into a little animal. So I'm going to do a bump at the top and another bump. And then as I come down, you see how that kind of looks like a bear? Or maybe you give it different ears and you make it like a dog. So maybe you want to make your own animal stocking. I know they've got all different kinds out there, and so you can make what you would like, and then all of your stockings can be hung. In some countries, they don't put stockings out. They leave their shoes on the windowsill, and their gift giver, whoever it may be, not everybody calls the gift giver for Christmas Santa. Sometimes it's St. Nicholas or Kris Kringle, but they leave their shoes by the door, and little things are left in their shoes instead of a stocking. I guess it's really not too far off, considering a stocking is kind of like a sock. So, who wants to take this one step farther? I think it would be fun. Only thing that you need beyond this, if you're going to stop here, is maybe some crayons or colors. You can color in your little stocking and decorate it however you would like. If you want to take it one step further, I'm going to show you what to do. We're going to take our paper and we're going to fold it in half. Get this one out so you can see my table. Now, you want to leave your paper folded in half, okay? And we're going to do the L shape here. So we're going to go here. Actually, I'm going to back that up and I'm going to make it a little bigger. So I'm going to make a rectangle right here. See that L right by the edge. Now, if you put your finger in here by the fold, you want to keep your finger right there so that you know that this is the side that opens, and that's where you're going to make your L. Okay? Now, you'll need a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut like a little rounded part right here. Okay? And I'm cutting out that rectangle. I am not cutting over here on my fold line. Okay? So you see what happens when I open that. Now, here's the fun part. You are only going to put glue on the very edge of one side. So watch what I'm doing, and I'm not putting it right here. So I'm just going to put my hand there so I know not to put any glue. I'm going to take my glue stick. I don't want to fill the whole thing in. I'm only doing a line. So basically, I'm putting my glue, whatever kind it is, right on that edge, and that's it, okay? Not in the middle. And then I'm going to fold this over, and I'm going to press those edges down, okay? So what I just did was I created like a little pocket. So if you can see here, it kind of opens up. So we're making kind of a dimensional little stocking here. So you could cut a strip of paper, okay, like this. Put a little glue on one end, okay. Put it behind your stocking in the back, and then put a little glue on the front and bend this little loop over and touch it there. And then you could even hang that guy up. So you can make your decorations, and you could put pretend things in there, or maybe things that are very light you could actually even put inside of that little stocking. So you can decorate this guy just like the other ones, except for this time we made it like a little pocket that will hold something inside of it, something light, because if If it's too heavy, it's not going to go in. So this part, remember, is open. So I'm going to do a name on here. Let's see. Something fun that you could do. Not everybody can go and get gifts for somebody for the holiday, but that doesn't mean you can't give people something special. Special because it comes from your heart because you made it. So you could take and write some little coupons on here. Okay, maybe you say, I will take out the trash. You do some mom coupons or dad coupons or grandma coupons. And you can make your little stocking and put your little coupons right inside. And you could even decorate them like a little present. So you could color them. Maybe you could even put like a little, so it looks like a little package all tied up. And then you can write a special little note or something nice that you could do, a good deed. Not something you're supposed to do. So if you normally have to make up your own bed and put away your laundry, that should not be a prize or a gift that you give because you're already doing that. It should be something else. So maybe, for example, if you are not the one who takes out the trash, you could say, good for 1 week of trash duty. Okay, sure would be nice as a parent or a grandparent or an aunt or uncle to get a little something that you wouldn't have to do. And then you could put your little stuff right inside that little stocking. So that's just one other thing that you can do. So we have this one that is actually kind of a little holder. We have our first one that we made. And then we have some different variations that you could do. So I hope you have a good time creating your decorations, your stockings to make your house festive and merry, and enjoy creating today. And please show us a picture on the Akron After School Flipgrid.